you also work with Troy Ave.
Yeah, yeah.
And you actually made him a radio hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Your Style.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, speak on that. How that the radio, that was the first time you ever had a New York artist play, and Hot 97 was playing, and you were.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
man. It was an amazing feeling to hear my music on, you know, Power and Hot, and jump in the cab and hear the shit, and to see it, you know, at Summer Jam. The thing about it the most, though, was, like I said, you know, with Troy being an independent artist, and also someone that they were counting out, because up until that point, Troy was making like a lot of drug music. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like a lot of shit, rapping about coke and shit. And I remember he had an interview with Ebro. That's what really inspired me to make that beat. He had an interview with Ebro where Ebro was like fucking grilling the hell out of Troy. Like, how you just gonna keep rapping about coke and all of this? And I had worked with Troy, and I just knew what he was capable of. I knew he listened to nothing but soul music in his off time and used to sing all these melodies and shit. And I just remember one day I was just like, I had listened to a Fabulous song. Fab had this song called Right Now Later On, produced by Timbaland. And I heard the drum pattern, and the shit was bouncy. It's the song that plays at the end of the Holla Back Girl video. Mm-hmm. I had watched the Holla Back Girl video, and that shit came on. I was like, damn, like, that nigga Troy might sound hard over this drum pattern. I just need to figure out a way to put like a new melody on it. Fabulous is Brooklyn. Troy, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? So I took it. I found a sample that I felt like was kind of like poppy and bubblegum. I sent it to Troy, and he killed it right away. He just killed it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, you know, you felt that it was even more enticing because it was so much disdain for him. You know what I mean? Like, of how many people hated
And I saw
him being
how
on
many
the radio.
I saw how many people that hated him start to like him just off of that record.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like, hip hop is interesting. It's like when you make it without a hit record, they're like, how the fuck did you do it?
Right.
Then when they can't get rid of you, they're like, how the hell is he staying around without a hit record? Like, this guy isn't dropping anything I like. But every day I wake up, he's on Rap Radar. He's on this. He's on that. He's on that. He's on that. So Troy had all the connections, and he had all that done as far as, like, you know, where he had a presence. I just felt like he just needed a record, and that was that. I gave him a record, and he came with the hook. They put the bag behind it, and the video was also, I feel like, a turning stone for him. You know, it made people look at him different. He wasn't brandishing guns all in the video and doing shit. We was in a roller rink. We had girls. Everybody was skating and dancing, and
it was a feel-good music, and it was a radio hit, too, you know?
And it reminded me of what I would call, like, some New York shit.
That's a fact.
Period.
That's the only song I like from him.
Now, have you spoke to him?
I haven't spoke to him since the initial incident.
Okay.
We did music together. I was on his last project. I'm trying to remember what record it was, but he definitely rapped on a beat of mine. And but nah, you know, we just haven't been in too much communication since then.
I know you worked with Lido, who I think is pretty ill. You know, has he gone to do his own thing now?
Yes, Young Lido is working. He dropped a project recently. He got a song out called No Hook that he just put a video out for. Y'all could check out. I got some new stuff coming with Lido that I produced, as far as also us rapping together. And I probably got like 3 or 4 joints on his next project. So yeah, definitely look out for that. Hovain, who is also of the who worked with Troy, and
he managed
still
him,
works
right?
with he still works with Lido. He's running around doing his thing. Y'all can look out for the new episode that he has. He got this thing called with Fancy called Best Seat in the House.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he's had
I like
Jeezy,
what he's doing.
Yeah,
with
he's
that.
had Jeezy on there so far. He's got
Charlamagne. I seen
Charlamagne. He's got Lenny S coming up. So yeah, man. You know, all of us, like, you know, that moment that we went through, you know, with the BSB thing, good and bad. Blessing nonetheless, because, you know, we learned a lot and covered a lot of ground. But I just think all of us, you know, us 3 together, me, Hovain, and Lido, you know, we just looking for whatever greener pasture God got for us.
Yeah, I just, you know, it's sad. It's a sad situation, but, you know, you look at it like, you know, where you know, it's just due to, I don't know if he'll be making music anytime soon, or
well, Troy actually still working. Man, he ain't gonna stop. You know, one thing
but
about
it seems
him,
like there's a lot of separation.
Yeah. I mean, I just think the legal situation made it like to where we had no choice but to just, whatever Troy wanted to do, we just had to accept it. You know, he was on house arrest. We wasn't really around him like that, you know, and he was a father at the same time. He got family to take care of. So I could only imagine I would probably like not be as close to niggas I was once close with too if I was going through the type of situation, you know. But hopefully, you know, when all this subsides, man, if my nigga holler at me, he needs some beats, you know what's up.
Yeah.
Who haven't you worked with that you would like to work with?
I would like to work with Jay-Z, man. I feel like I got a whole drive of shit that can get Jay-Z back to some volume 1, volume 2 shit, you know what I mean, where he was like, hell no, you can't stop it if it's hot, it's hot. My grind keep him jumping out of drop to drop. My shine lose your sight, trying to watch the watch.
When it jump, jigga pop, jigga
and
pop.
like Snoopy
pop,
track
sorry.
with Juvie and shit like that. And you know, I would love to work with Hove. I would love to work with Freeway. I've never worked with Freeway. I would love to work with him. I would love to work with Nipsey Hussle, which I did.
That's
the
your
music
cousin.
just isn't out yet, but Nipsey,
There's a couple people you look
That's your
like.
cousin.
Wait, there's a couple people. Wait, he looks like Nipsey Hussle. You also look like, Law from New Orleans, Supreme
that's
Street.
my nigga though. Law booked my first show.
Really?
Yeah, my first meet and greet, my first show. He used to have a boutique called Traffic Boutique. And,
Yes. Okay.
And Supreme Street was his brand, and yeah, he booked my first show in the Howlin' Wolf.
I listen. I mean, I haven't spoke to him.
Shout out him, J Electronica.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we like real, like, okay, so that's who you should get up here, because everything I'm saying, he's like the counter. We was like at the same time. He like a couple years older than me. He was going by Crack Tracks, and Crack Tracks opened the door for Chasing Cash to follow through. Like, what everything I'm doing that I took to LA, he was doing that shit in the city where like there was no one else other than Manny Fresh. Like where Manny Fresh was the big producer, Law was really like the guy. He was doing music for like Squad and different dudes like that. But yeah, man, yeah. Him,
Now he's been grinding for a minute, man.
Yeah, man.
And working with Jay. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out to Jay Electronica. Those are both homies of mine.
Yeah, nah, that's Law for real. Got it out the mud. NO rep. Period. Point blank.
Most definitely.
Who are
And
your
he's-
top
he's-
five? Sorry.
Listen, he's continued to do his things. But go ahead.
Who are your top 5 rappers? Dead or alive?
Number 1, I'm gonna go with Tupac. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Biggie. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Jay-Z. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Stack Bundles. Number 5, I'm gonna go with Max B. You said 5 or 10?
I said 5. You want to go 10?
Nah, I could go 10.
Why Tupac before Biggie?
Songs,
So you're going more for like the content and less about the lyricism.
who it reached. He don't got a Brenda's got a baby, and you got to keep your head up.
Yeah, but he's got Long Kiss Goodnight.
But he don't got a Brenda's got a
He
baby.
got-
and
No, hey,
keep
listen.
your head up.
I'm a Brooklyn
And I'm not
dude.
comparing.
So,
I'm not
no,
a
no.
Brooklyn dude, so I don't have no bias.
Now you know
Right.
why? Let me tell you something. For Biggie, I'm
Keep
just
your head up is a big record.
of course.
Brenda's got a baby is a big
of
record,
course, but
bro.
but
Ain't no
Juicy
buts.
Juicy is a big record
No,
too.
that's not keep your head up. Juicy is a like.
My head was still up after Juicy though. Like I felt empowered.
No, but that's no. But Juicy is like still like get fly music. Like no, like Pac really walked you through the back alley to the garbage can to pick the baby
No,
up. Fam.
I know what you're saying, but line for line too.
No, we're not going line for line.
not
I don't
going-
do rap
so,
like that.
question.
That's gay. That's like going in the store and going.
No, hold on.
Sneaker for sneaker. Like
Listen,
no, you don't
well,
do that.
well, listen,
that's whack.
But why?
Listen,
sorry,
hold on.
No, I'm sorry,
You
Pete, I got
cannot
Don't
cut me
worry.
off
No,
on
I'm not,
this.
I'm sorry.
Okay, there we go. Big, keep in mind, right? Big had songs that told stories. He was way ahead of his time. Don't get me wrong.
Facts.
Pac definitely told stories too. But you can't say that Big wasn't meaningful too. As
I didn't say that.
Okay.
You said he didn't have the quality
this is what
songs.
New York people have a problem of
You
doing.
ain't gonna make this about New
I'm
York,
not gonna
brother.
say
You
no,
gonna
but I listen
relax.
because look, I see niggas like Yachty and all them niggas get crucified because they not as hip on. Like you gotta understand.
You like
this.
Yachty?
No, I'm just telling you, we come from the South. Y'all gotta understand the reach. Pac shit reached us more than Biggie shit reached us. I'm not saying Biggie ain't like, I love Biggie. I listen to that shit because I caught on to it later to where I could appreciate it. And from a rapper standpoint, listening to Biggie will get you on your shit. If you are a regular everyday Joe, from what I've seen, Tupac has just touched more people who don't have like the mind that Biggie got. Like Biggie had a fucking mind on him. You feel me? Like you really I get what you mean with Long Kiss Goodnight. Like Biggie had a way with words that Pac didn't have.
Because in that song that they did together, we already know who bodied who with the verse.
Okay, but I don't get into that. I don't.
We're not gonna
I
do
don't.
that.
I don't believe
But-
in nobody gets smoked on a track.
He got smoked. But
That's
what
New
I
York
wanna,
people.
What I
I'm
wanna
from the
know
South.
is,
We don't listen to music like that.
Because
if we look at it like that, Bun B smoked Pimp C every fucking song, and that's not the point. They got two different styles. Pimp C said more shit that I feel like niggas could quote
off the rip than Bun B could.
But lyrically, Bun was.
Thank you. But if you said who was the better rapper, who you think people would say?
Right.
Bun B.
Right.
So that's what we gotta stop. This is all from the same culture. We all from the same walk of life. Niggas gotta stop doing that. And that's my stance, period.
Well,
I get tired of every time I come up here and people talk about music and Pac name come up and Biggie name come up. It's like this juxtapose or like this samurai sword fight.
Pac created that.
No, they know niggas don't now.
Created that.
It's 2017. That man been dead for how long? So we gotta stop.
Alleged.
We gotta stop talking about the past. Right now, in this point in time, if you play a Tupac song and you play a Biggie song, are you gonna feel good?
Yeah.
That's what matters.
No, I agree, but I agree.
That's
with
what matters,
that.
man.
I agree with
That's
that.
what the fuck matter, man.
I agree with that to move to to evolve. But I'll be honest with you, man, and I'm gonna be real honest with you. Growing up in Brooklyn, man, when the way Big versus Pac, man, that shit was so real for us. Like I'll never forget. We were driving around, playing Who Shot Ya, man. I'll never forget. My man had this Grand Jeep Cherokee, man. Shit was like candy apple red, man. We had the chrome rims on the joint. We had the fucking
And you haven't heard a Pac song that made you feel that way?
No, of course. Well, we play Hit 'Em Up. You know what I mean? Like
there was a shift in Tupac.
But I'm just trying to tell you, like the way I grew up, the Brooklyn kids that I grew up with, like we felt like that was our beef. Like that's how serious that shit was. Like we felt like that was our beef at the time. Now I look back at it, I'm like, at the end of the day, like these are the same kids that have Brooklyn tattoos on them and live in fucking L.A.
And y'all love the Knicks, and the Knicks are terrible. So
I don't like Knicks.
New Yorkers like everything.
What do you like, the Pelicans?
I'm a diehard New Orleans person, just like you. Y'all die hard for the Knicks. I just think there's something in humans. If you're a thorough person, ups and downs, you're just gonna ride with your community. Period. Of
course.
So you're a Brooklyn guy, so you're gonna roll with that. You're gonna side with that. Same way we felt in fucking New Orleans.
Sure, but I'm sure Wayne, with Master P, with a lot of people, with Juvie. But here's the point for me. Like you know what it is. Biggie always was bigger than Biggie. Pun intended. He always was like, yo, Brooklyn. Like, I never forget when he went up to those awards, he was like, yo, Brooklyn. Besides saying we did it, he's like, I'm just representing for the borough. And I'll be honest with you, that shit, like he made fat people feel fresh and clean, man. Like, I remember, like, dudes, I hung out with a lot of big dudes,
Only
man.
the ones that had the however.
Nah, man, listen, I'm telling you, man, Big, like, I'll never forget, like, he made me love Brooklyn so much more than I already did.
That same way you feel about him, I've heard people who are adopted say that Tupac made them feel that way.
By L.A.?
No, just adopted, because Tupac was a guy who moved around and bounced around in different circles.
Yeah.
And I hear people try to use that against him. Like
he was like jumping ship and hipping.
He was in L.A. and he acted like an L.A. and he was in what? And
that's what I do.
And he was thorough enough to be there and not get his ass whooped and get that respect and earn it. So
but
he could have easily got there and got chumped. I know dudes who go many places and get chumped. They can't go around and even get love to assimilate and actually be called the real LA nigga or a real B-more nigga. Let's think about these places that he went to. Oakland is not nice and sunny like that. Yeah. South Central not nice and sunny like that back in the Watts riots and all that shit. So when people talk about this man like that, like I feel like we just gotta look at all of these artists who are not here anymore. Let's find the positives. Why the fuck do we gotta find the differences between them? They not here no more.
Yeah.
So if Biggie made people with a cock eye and who was fat feel fresh, guess what? Pac made short niggas who was abandoned and didn't grow up with friends feel proud about themselves.
No, his lyrics definitely resonated. His lyrics definitely resonated, and
Birdman made niggas who couldn't read out the know you feel great.
Yeah.
like R. Kelly made niggas out Chicago who was fucking GDs and Stones who maybe would have never talked about their emotions. When he made I Wish, that was their anthem.
Who does Chasen talk to?
Who do I talk to?
Yeah.
Explain that.
Like you said that Pac is for this person. You said that this was, who are you connecting
millennial
with?
Black kids. Period. Like I'm a 2000s black kid. So like that black kid who got a grandma who was extra broke and you know about the hood, but then at the same time, you know what I mean? Like my parents are educated. You know, like my parents, they've worked hard to, evolve my life. So
You know, if you know what it's like to be broke, if you know what it's like to be middle class, and you know what it's like to have money, I speak to you if you black. You feel me?
Hey, listen,
Period, point blank.
Chasing Cash always dropping those gems. Listen, it's time for our I Don't Trust People segment. Internet, you know how to get involved. Hashtag I Don't Trust People. Let us know who you don't trust, what you don't trust. And if there's no fuck shit, we're going to put it on a future episode. Who we got this week?
Our first submission comes from the Wolverine. I don't trust people who eat pizza with ranch.
What do you mean, like ranch dressing?
And I'm assuming that's what
Yeah,
he,
I would
unless he's
assume
talking
that.
about that movie Get Out and you go to the ranch and you eating pizza.
Nah,
I don't trust those people either.
I mean, you don't put ranch pizza. You don't
of all,
put
you
ranch
put-
dressing on pizza.
Why not?
Because you
I
just
put
don't.
hot sauce
Let
on
me tell you
it.
something. Do you know who puts ranch dressing on pizza? People who make salad pizza. And if you want a fucking salad, you put it in a bowl, make a salad. You don't
You
have
ever heard
salad
the phrase
pizza.
salad was invented by broke people?
No, but now I did, and I can see it.
I agree. I agree. Lettuce, I don't fuck with lettuce. That shit is like the most pointless shit ever.
What?
Lettuce it has nothing in it. Spinach,
Water.
and, no,
Iceberg.
That shit is fake.
I like spinach and like kale.
Kale is real.
I don't really like
Kale,
romaine. I always get spinach anyway,
don't
but
fuck with nothing lettuce. Like get kale.
let us
spinach.
pray. Bow your heads.
Who we got next?
Our next one comes from A. Todd. I don't trust people whose go-to social media is Facebook. I concur.
Well, you know, definitely. Listen, I stopped
I
fucking with
agree.
Facebook
There's
a long time
Oh,
ago.
Lot of
you
KKK
somebody
groups and shit on
grandma.
that shit.
We say it's what?
It'd be like KKK groups
Yeah,
on
there's.
Facebook and shit.
Listen, there things grow and
Niggas-
live and exist
niggas
on
kill
Facebook.
themselves on Facebook,
Yeah.
bruh. I can't fuck with that.
Yeah, that's
Niggas
right.
could-
Somebody kills himself Facebook Live.
Bruh, a dude tried to jump off the bridge in New Orleans, and it was on Facebook and
What
World
the
Star Live
fuck?
streaming.
People get too crazy on social media. That's
But
the whole
nah,
thing.
it's literally like, hasn't it been like 9 people who've like literally committed suicide on Facebook Live like this year or some shit like that?
It's because they know they're going to save the video. If y'all really want to be real, do your shit on Instagram. And whoever didn't see it, don't see it. It just
24
is what
hours.
it is if you think
Snapchat.
it's real. Our
Hilarious.
next one comes from Mike Lowe. I don't trust people who don't fucks with L&B.
Oh, L&B. It's a legendary pizza spot in Brooklyn.
Okay.
L&B Spumoni Gardens.
You don't fuck with me. Free tax zone for the culture, beloved.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Hey, listen, L&B has some of the best squares.
I knew you knew what the squares was.
No, most definitely. Some of the best squares in the game. But L&B has became touristy, okay? So, internet, if I fuck with you and you come into New York and you want to know what good pizza is, holla at me. Because I want to tell you something. When something becomes touristy, it don't become as good. And for people who don't know, I'm going to give them a little gem. They sold L&B about 15 years ago, the pizza side. So it's different people making it, man. And sometimes the recipe could turn. That's just my opinion. So, you know, but hey, listen, I still appreciate L&B pizza, but, you know, I think it's become touristy. And at the end of the day, when something becomes like that, it to me just becomes a little bit stale.
I
What
haven't
about
had pizza in a
you,
while.
Chasen? Do you have anything that you don't trust? That
What you don't trust or
do,
people?
Or, yeah.
I don't trust people who still eat pork in 2017.
I stopped.
You're wildin'. Simple
Don't
as
you
that.
dare bacon shame me. I'm not going to eat turkey bacon. I'm sorry, Chase. I love you, but you know, I fuck
You
with
got
my
a bunch
bacon.
of shit you done tweeted where you say you can't trust me either, so we even.
I definitely stopped eating pork. We have one more. It's from a K Easy. I don't trust people that use cornflakes to bread fried chicken. Leave that trash for breakfast.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's,
I've seen people
that's
do that, man.
White people.
Yeah,
Hashtag white people on that one.
I've seen that. Listen, breadcrumbs. The farthest you could go is panko, man.
White people,
You know?
white people and Asian people, they both love frying, but they got two different extremes to frying. Like
Yeah.
Asian, and shout out to my Asian people because y'all know I fuck with y'all. This is a funny thing. This is not racial. This is just the truth. Y'all will fry anything animal. And white people will fry anything like fucking Oreo, a fucking
Yeah, yeah.
Cheeto, a
That's a
fucking
fact.
deep
They fry
fried
ice cream.
Kool-Aid,
Let's fry this ice cream.
No. Asians
deep fried
started that.
screwdriver.
Asians started that.
Asians started that?
Fried ice cream.
Oh.
Asians.
Oh
Started
yeah,
that.
no, that's official though. Fried ice cream.
I didn't know how.
But the deep fried Kool-Aid and all that shit, we not rolling with that.
I don't know how they did that. But listen, internet, you know how to get involved in I Don't Trust People. Hashtag I Don't Trust People on Twitter, at Premium Pete, at Premium Pete Show, at Miss Listen Knows.
And it's at I don't trust PPL.
Yeah, let us know who you don't trust, what you don't trust. Like I said, just fill up the hashtag, and we'll continue to feature you on future episodes. And listen, what I also wanted to do is, we spoke about it. Okay? I want to do some giveaways. So get into iTunes, rate, subscribe, leave a comment. You leave a comment for next people who's from this episode on, leaving comments. We're going to hit you up and send you something. Okay? I got
Not
tons
everybody. Don't make it seem like everybody going to get something
Okay,
now.
well,
you
listen.
got
This
to.
ain't
It's like the
Oprah.
lottery. You
No,
feel
this
me?
ain't
The
exactly.
lottery.
This is
Hey,
like
listen, don't get
this
upset.
is like getting
People
a
still buy a
Section
lottery
8.
ticket.
This is like getting a Section 8 apartment. Everybody going to apply, but everybody ain't going to get this.
Well, how about this? Everybody goes to iTunes, rates, subscribes, and comments from this episode on, right? I'm going to give them something. Whether that be a phone call from me.
Okay.
Whether that be any
Dick?
advice I could give you. I'm not going to give dick to them.
All right.
'Cause I don't know who it
I
is.
heard your shit was easy. Okay,
You know,
no? Okay.
hey, I'm just saying. Or, listen, I got
saying.
tons of product I could give. I want to give stuff away to
Shit,
people.
I'm about to go rate and comment.
Okay.
Can I get some
Yeah, but
passes?
if I see Miss Whistle, I'm like, no. I'm
You
gonna
know,
give-
I am somebody's baby mama. I know how to creep. I got 4 accounts. It's good.
Okay, so
I'm
then-
about to get something.
Let me tell you something. If I send a hat to somebody and you come in here
I'm
wearing
wearing
that
that
fucking
hat.
hat, I'm going to be pissed at you. But anyway, listen, back to Chasing Cash as we wind up this episode. You did a project with Currency, man.
Yeah, Cathedral.
How was that, man?
That was pretty good, man.
Did you get how high did you get with that? With dude?
High, not that high. Honestly, it came about through my boy Les, who was with Jet Life at the time, working and shit like that. And I used to go to Jet Lounge, and I used to run into Spitter and be telling him I got beats, and he just would be high and just be like, "Yeah, man, we gonna get up." And then Les just finally put us together. I sent the beats through. And Spitter just happened to just go on a fucking spree one night. Like, I didn't even know. I just happened to check Instagram or fucking Snapchat, and everyone was just like hitting me up like, yo, Spitter's rapping on your beats right now. I guess they kept hearing like the money sign and shit like that. And yeah, when it dropped, the thing I was excited about was the city was able to see us come together. I think that's the thing with New Orleans that needs to happen. People always talk about Atlanta, LA, how they come together and shit like that. And I think it was important for him to be an OG in the game and for me to have like some time under my belt for us to do a project, put it out. And people still to this day, they wake up every day and they be like, yo, I love that shit. So, whenever he's ready to drop the part 2, I'm ready. I'm always excited to work with.
There you go. Currency
rappers who
Chasing
rap.
Cash Part 2.
Yeah.
What else you got coming up?
I got the Black Jesus out right now, which is available on iTunes. THE Black Jesus, produced by Jansport J. He's a guy from LA. He's got a very, very refreshing sound, kind of like Dilla inspired. So all types of dope tracks on there. I dropped a single. The single was called Remind Me, featuring my young homie Negus. And then the second single was the Black Jesus. Both of the videos are out right now. As the World Turns video is out right now on YouTube. You can type that in, Chasing Cash, As the World Turns. You can type in Chasing Cash, the Black Jesus, to see the Black Jesus video. After that, I got the next single called Reporting Live from the Spaceship dropping. That video will be coming out soon. And then I'm just going to continue to release visuals. You'll hear production coming from me with Lido.
Some commercials you spoke about?
Yeah, commercials, you know what I mean? Jingles, different shit. I'm scoring films for, my
Look at
friends
this.
who direct and
That's
shit like
dope.
that.
I've been writing mad jingles in my head. I'm coming
Yeah.
through.
Nah, look, I'm into that. I don't know if you know, like, if y'all used to watch the Jamie Foxx show and Jingles 3000, but yeah, nigga really living like that. And so, but in a more serious tone, like really taking it there, that shit is big. I don't know if
It really
people really,
is,
but
'cause-
hip hop is like hip hop is the number one selling shit for commercials. Period. Point blank. Like whether it be just a 30-second beat in a Mazda or a Nissan commercial.
Didn't Pusha T write ba da ba ba ba?
I'm loving it. Yeah, you feel
Yeah, he
me?
did. Yeah.
Which
Steve
ended
Styles
up being
set that
a
up for
fucking
them.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
So look, I'm glad y'all brought that in this conversation because that's where my mind is at for Crown Bearers and the Can't Buy Respecting. Taking everything that Translation has done, everything that Rock Nation has done, and giving, people who want to be in entertainment, who want to be in urban entertainment, another home. I feel like there hasn't been enough homes. It's like getting drafted and everybody trying to go to the fucking Lakers or trying to go to the number one team in the NFL. It's like, nah, the beauty of the draft is that it's a bunch of good people. They get picked to go where they go and they make their situations better. So that's what I want to do. Oklahoma City was not a place people wanted to be. Now look at them. You feel me? Golden State Warriors, when they had Monte Ellis and Baron Davis.
Sure, they weren't that high.
Exactly, you know what I mean? But
now you can't buy a ticket
you feel me?
for thousands.
And the Lakers fucking suck.
Yeah. And so do the Knicks.
And the Knicks suck.
Knicks still suck.
Exactly. So that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like I got the label Crown Bearers, which is, me, my boy Ski, Dow Jones, Money Matt. We got my boy Gus under that with his label CGB, Can't Go Backwards. Then we got you know, Can't Buy Respect, which is like the home, the agency like Rock Nation, where, you know, we're basically providing opportunities. And if we can't provide an opportunity, but we got a resource and you got an idea, we helping you like resource your idea, however we got to do it. So that's what my goal is, man, to continue doing that.
What are you on Instagram?
TheHeir, like the heir to the throne. That
Nice.
is me. Yeah,
What about Twitter?
Twitter, Chase, the letter N, Cash with an E on the end. If you ain't following me, you probably see my tweets anyway and just don't want to follow
Yo, that's
me.
one thing I will say, and it's funny because I was telling Isaiah this, and I was like, yo, for a long time, I think we respected each other's wisdom on Twitter. Just on Twitter. I was like, yo, this kid tweets major, like...
And your fatherhood, honestly. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like in hip hop where niggas is known to be deadbeats, man. Let's keep it 100. Like I really appreciated how you was putting that in the forefront, as well as with like the food, just the diversity and the balance of it. You know what I mean? He wasn't taking a day off on it, seeming like, oh, well, like when I post this, I don't get as much likes as when I post some combat
Most
shit.
definitely, most
It was
definitely,
like,
most
nah,
definitely.
you was just doing your thing, and I found it interesting.
Yeah, and I appreciate that because, to be honest with you, that's the lane I wanted to take, was diversity.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just do one. I didn't just want to be a sneaker guy or just I wanted to be a bunch of things, and I'm glad that people got that. And I'll tell you, you know, one thing I really appreciate about you as we end this, even when things went south with me and Dude, I mean, we cool now, but I'm saying things went south, you checked on me. You didn't have to do that, man. You know, like you checked on me, is everything okay? You know, and hope all is well. And, you know, you checked on me, and that meant a lot to me, too, you know, because it just shows that people are pure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, look, man, I understand, like, I know how this game goes with seniority, and then I know how this game goes on authenticity. And you were the authentic side of the relationship that I had out of that, you know what I mean? Like, we communicated. And I come in contact with him, and, you know, he always showed me love, too, but I just think the reason why I checked on you is because, you know, you was authentic with me, and then we just shared similar interests.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you would post like ill ass pasta, and I'd be seeing that shit like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? And
Hey, listen,
know,
food is where it's
Yeah,
at, man. You know, you speak about the healthiness too. You know, before we speak about Styles P, it's funny, who would ever think Styles P would be a vegan?
would be a vegan, and that's another thing. Like I said, that also goes back to like the Can't Buy Respect thing, and like providing another home for black women and men to identify with. You know, I love when people got that paper plane on their hat. You know what I mean? I love that shit. You know, I want people to feel the same way about Juices for Life. I want them to feel the same way about Can't Buy Respect. You know, and Crown Bears. This is a brand that, you know, if you from the street, if you from the hood, if you hardcore, whatever it is, you could be all that and still be healthy, still be aware. You know, you should not have to compromise your awareness and your security and your health and your wealth for being in hip hop. Because for a long time, I did feel like hip hop, hip hop still to this day has very, very powerful things in it that are destructive. And that'll tear us down. And I love the fact that, you know, right now it seems like maturation and evolution has really been on the forefront of hip hop. Shout out to Jay-Z, Diddy, guys like you, all y'all, like these father figures of the game. Fabulous. I love what Fab does with his son and all that shit. Niggas
Crazy.
need to see that. Niggas need to see niggas who go spend 30 on who go spend 100 on the whip, be a good dad.
Yeah, most definitely, most
Period.
definitely. You know, as we end this episode, you know, like even like I've seen something this week with Complex. They did something with Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
Where Noah sat down and talking about dad shit. I'll be honest with you, I tweeted, I was like, yo, that shit was awesome. You know why? Because we need to speak about loving our kids, and especially as a father, man. We like it's not about showing off. We need to speak about the joys and the trials and the tribulations of being a father.
Yeah.
And because it helps other people.
And a family
That's
man.
true.
Yeah,
Period.
most definitely. Like,
Family.
yo, I'll be honest
Yes.
with you, man. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna leave you on this note. But, you know, growing up, you know, being a separated dad, getting divorced early. One thing I love about my parents that they gave me, not only was their support, but dinner time. Yo, that shit meant everything to me. We were able to sit down. My father would ask me, you know, because he wasn't at every dinner because he worked 3 jobs, but he would ask me like how my day was, and I looked forward I used to skip my sisters and then like, go wait your turn, but I couldn't wait to tell them how my day was and then hear what he had to tell me. So to be honest with you, when me and my wife got divorced, and early on, and I was like, damn, man, I had to make my own dinner time. So I would just bring it to my family's house and show her what they showed me. But now that I'm back at it again with a chance to do it, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, whatever, you know, these things are important, man. That presence means everything, man. So
yeah, nah, man. Look, family is the root of all things, man. That's the only way we're gonna keep hip hop alive. So yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I appreciate y'all having me up here. I appreciate the well-rounded discussion. You know what I mean? Check me out. And anytime y'all want to holler at the kid and have me up here, man, yeah, y'all know what's up.
Of course.
Man.
Listen, internet.
A lot familiar.
Of course. Listen, internet, fuck with Chasing Cash. And more importantly, as we end this, everything he told you, where you could follow him, where you could find him, if you do know him, if you don't know him. But more importantly, I will say this. Check him on Twitter. I can't even think of the times to go back. He tweets so much because you never find his tweets.
Yeah, man.
But more importantly, dude definitely is inspiring, man. Definitely always putting out some knowledge to people. And you got to, internet, look for that shit, because you know what? People who aren't selfish, man, those are people you could learn from. So anyway, Chasing Cash, Miss Listen Knows, Premium Pete. See you next episode.
Premium.
Cheers.
Wow.